Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to HTML input tag in forms. Okay, so as we all know that we are covering the playlist series for the HTML forms where we are exploring the input tag, all the type of input tag, right? So this session is in the continuation of the same because previously we have already covered various types of input tag in HTML forms, right? So this is in the continuation of the same. Therefore, before we start the session, I would recommend you to go and check out the previously released sessions first, because if you have not watched the previously sessions, then it might be bit confusing for you to directly starting from here. Okay, so just to understand everything in a proper manner, you can follow the sequence because everything is in proper sequence and each and every session is connected with the next session, right? So that's why I recommend you to go and check out the previously released sessions first. Alright. Now for this session, we are going to talk about three more types of input tag. Okay. So to create that, what we will do, I will use this program for the demo purpose. And here in this program, you can see as of now, we have just noted down the basic thing, which is some comments lines are there and heading tag is there. So if I save this code and refresh my browser, you will see it is showing me this title, which is HTML by Sharmit, nothing else, right? So far we have not added anything other than this. So let's see how we can create a form and we can add three different type of form in a three different type of input tag in it. Okay, fine. So let's go and write here HTML. Prior to that, let's add some heading. So H2 types of input tag, and here we can forms in HTML with forms in HTML. Okay, so this is our heading. So let's save it and see the browser too for the output. So types of input tag with forms in HTML. Now after that, what we will write? We will write here the first tag for the form, which is form itself. So write form, close it, and now we are good to mention the action attribute here. Okay, so just simply write here action, press enter. Now we can provide the program name which we want to mention here. So let's example tspgm1 html10. Okay, so this is the program name which we have specified. So what will happen, like when we click on the submit button, the form action tspgm10 is will get invoked, and then the web page will be shown on the web browser with all the data that we have sent through the form to this page. Okay, I'll show you this thing like how it is working, but for now just keep in mind that when we specify the action, it means we are specifying the page where we want to move our where we want to navigate with all those data which is present in the form. Okay, fine. Now let's add one more heading here. So I'll put h4 search box in search box. Okay, all right, so just save it, refresh your browser, you will see search box is coming here. Now we will understand the requirement and then accordingly we will declare the types of input tag. So suppose there is you want to create one search field in a website, then in that case you are supposed to use search type input tag. Okay, and that's why I have added the heading as search box. Okay, so how to add that search type input tag? So for that you just need to write one code here, line of code. So just simply write here input, and we know that there is no closing tag for input, so just keep some space here, and then you can write type. In type we will write search. Okay, then simply hit press again space, and then you can write name, because name is very important to identify like or to associate some value with this field. Okay, so here I will write search box. Fine. Now you can save this code and refresh your browser. You will see that search box is coming here. So if I write here something, let's say Amit, and if I press enter, because right now we are not using any button, right? So it is automatically taking me to this tspgm10.html with the data. So data is search box equals to Amit. That means we have submitted the data as Amit from this search box. Now it is also showing this cross icon. So if you click on it, it will simply remove your data from the field. Got it? Likewise, if I change the data, let's say if I move with Sharmit, so you can see now the search box is providing the detail equals to Sharmit. Okay, so this is how it works, the search box. Now let me refresh it. All right. So now another requirement is that I want to accept date of birth from user through HTML form. So how we can do this? So to achieve this, what you are supposed to do, you can let's firstly add one heading here. So h3 date field, date field. Okay. So this is the title for the next input tag, which is date field. Now what we will do, okay, here we are using h4, and here let's make it h4 here as well. Okay, so we have added this thing. Now it's time to add the input tags. So just simply write here input, add some spaces here, and then you can write here type. In type we can write date, and then space name, and in here in name we can put some name, for example date of birth. Okay, so we will write here date of birth. So date of birth, and then simply press Ctrl S for save, refresh your browser. Once you refresh your browser, you will find that yes, there is one prompt for the date of birth. Okay, date field. Okay, so we have two options. Either we can key in the value by our own. For example, I want to key in date as 12/02/1999. So I can key in, right? But we have one more option, which is date picker. So when you click on this button, it will open the date picker, and from here you can select your date of birth. Okay. All right. So if you want to select month and year, just simply click on this drop down. It will show you the list of all year and date, month. Okay, so you can select it as per your requirement. For example, if I want to select 1991 June 7. Okay, so you can see date field is shown here. Okay, so far we have discussed two type of input field. One is search box, which is used to provide a option for user to search something. The second one is date field, where we are providing a field for user to accept the user date of birth. Okay, fine. Now in the same manner, let's say if we want to accept the user some time also, so how we can do this? Let me show you. Simply write here h4, then you can write time field. Okay, this is just a heading. Okay, field field, then simply press enter and write here input, and input tag you can simply write here type, and in type we will write time type. Okay, then space, and then name. In name we will write user input, yeah, or we can simply write time here. Okay, then simply save the page and refresh your browser, and you will see now the time picker is coming here. So from this field you can simply select the time. So when I click on this, it will show me these three options. So from here I can select R, for example 4, and then I want to select it as 4:55 p.m. so I can select 55 here and p.m. from here. Alright, so now you can see the date and the time has been selected, which is 4:55 p.m. Likewise, if I want to change it to AM, I can simply select AM from here, for example 6:57 AM. So accordingly I can select, and we are good with it. Okay, so far we have discussed three fields, which is search box, date field, and time field. Now let's add one button to share this data. So here I will write h4. No need to h4, like we can declare the button directly. So simply write here button, and in button we will write submit. Okay, type is also submit, so just simply go type submit, and then you can save, refresh your browser, and we are okay with it. Okay, so for example I want to submit this form now. So what I can do, select some data, select the date and time, and after that you can simply click on submit. So once I click on submit, you will see it has sent the entire data to this page which we have mentioned in the action. Okay, so search box is with the test, then date and time. Okay, so yeah, this is how we can utilize the input type search, input type date, and input time in HTML forms. So yeah, that's all for today's session. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching TechSharmit.